Well, hi, Prairie.
Hi, Robin.
When we talked before, you know how you run down the little checklist. Okay, I got my beverage, I got this, got the snack, blah, blah, blah. Ready, set, cue the intro music. And the thing on my list that I neglected was going to the bathroom.
Oh,
So I was doing that. So we just let it, excuse me, play a little longer. Okay, happy day after the 4th of July, America's what,
yes.
250th birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. It survived.
so did we.
Yeah. How was it for you for fireworks and all the craziness?
You know what? For, all the big falderall and to do, "Oh, big birthday, biggie, biggie, biggie." Uh, this year was probably, well, there was still a lot of noise, a lot of obnoxious stuff happening
Mhm.
and some cool stuff, but it was way more tame this year than all the last several years. Isn't that
Yeah.
something?
It seems like um on the internet, like the news feeds and everything else, it was pretty calm and quiet. They weren't hyping it up at all.
Yeah, there were no, like, riots, protests, hoodlums, cars set on fire, all that stuff. There was everybody was kinda, um, sitting back maybe a little bit going, "Oh, man, we made it."
Well, I think there was a couple of incidences, and it wouldn't surprise me, a major city, they're always going to have. Um, but for the most part, even prior to this, months, weeks leading up to this, you would think there'd be a lot more hype.
Yeah, people don't have it in them. There are
Yeah,
so many more other things to distract them. Life sure isn't boring. Pick and choose what you wanna put your focus on, and, it just didn't happen to be that so much this
right.
this year. I expected, "Oh, lordy, what's gonna happen?" Because that fool we have, orange guy up there in the big old house of white, y you know, who the fuck knows what madness could happen, but I think we're all exhausted.
I think he is too, because I don't think he did anything.
Thank you. Oh, who knows what he conjured
Right?
in that demented
Well,
mentals. Oh, god.
but I
Oh,
mean, there wasn't um no excitement ahead of time about this is going to be happening on a particular lawn or um or
I'm gonna destroy this and put my own particular stupid brand on it. Y
or even just like for New Year's, Times Square, they're always big on, the big thing, and
Yeah, yeah, big,
but
big,
I figured there'd be cities that were just going absolutely crazy with, you know 2 or 3 hour long parades and um fireworks like crazy, and and but pumping it up ahead of time. It was just so quiet.
so quiet. Everybody was so subdued. I felt subdued. Yeah, nobody's heart was in it, and, there is a heightened, uh, certain amount of like, danger.
Yes.
Public displays, there is more of
Hmm.
a danger in public displays than there's ever been.
That ran through my mind too, because I thought, oh, here we go at 250th. People are going to be out on the street celebrating
Yeah,
and whatnot. And it's like,
bazillion
uh oh.
people target all in one spot.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, don't make yourself a target. Yeah, yeah, so
That's sad that our world has come down to that.
well, it didn't happen by accident.
No, that's true.
It is not, none of this is random. None
Well,
of it.
I found it hilarious for Canada Day, which was on the 1st of July.
Yeah.
Um,
Late happy Canadian Day.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, it was funny that there was a severe thunderstorm that rolled through Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada.
Mm,
So there was no celebration or festivities um, in Ottawa at because that's where our um, our White House is,
yeah.
our Parliament buildings. So they had to shut all that down, and because of a torrential severe um, rain. And I thought that was hilarious. I thought, well, that's good,
Yeah, why not?
because again, well, mind you, I thought, well, even though they shut it down, us taxpayers probably are, we paid ahead of time
Mm,
for all the fireworks and the festivities that would be on Parliament grounds and everything else. And, and I thought either way, we already paid for it. So what the hell? So I
what
think it was just kind of funny that they finally had that was that one year that they cannot have anything. But I've noticed too the attitudes in Canada for the most part are similar. It's
yeah.
like, oh, okay, yeah, it's Canada Day. Fine. You
Y
know,
y
what do you want to
it's a
do?
day. It's a day.
It's just a day. Um, I spent that day in the morning just relaxing and enjoying a morning off. And in the afternoon, met with my quilting lady group. And we sat around and we were sewing and talking, and we didn't even have any special treats because it was Canada Day. You know what I mean? It was like another day, and nobody even talked about, "Oh, what are you gonna do later on?" or, you know
Yeah, yeah, big d I remember in years past when I was raising my family and stuff, it was a big deal, we had sparklers, and
Yeah.
we had people over, we grilled stuff out in the yard, and
Yeah.
had blankets out on the and just the kids we played croquet, it was and I would always make a special dessert. It was
Mhm,
a trifle, I would always make a trifle.
mhm.
And it would always have, like, blueberries and strawberries and Cool Whip, and I'd make, like, a flag on top.
Um,
That was, like, the tradition and it was a big deal. God, I had a Stars and Stripes summer shirt that
mhm.
that I'd wear, "Rah, rah, rah, you do the thing." I wouldn't do that for a nickel. These I had who cares?
Well, even, years ago growing up, it was a thing, like, even if you didn't do too much, you still honored it. So,
Yeah, enjoy the
like,
fireworks, yeah,
well,
rah,
yeah,
rah. I love
like,
you, America.
well,
Wave
see,
the flag.
yeah, and then we would pull out the barbecue and have hot dogs or hamburgers or something at
Yeah,
home,
potato
and
salad, always potato
oh, yeah, there's always
chickens.
coleslaw, potato salad,
Yeah, deviled
um
eggs. Yeah, love 'em or hate
right?
'em, always deviled eggs. There you
Yeah, and
go.
then a special dessert, and what that might and then, the town I grew up in, they celebrated for about 3 days. They turned it into
Ah,
a parade
and
and some
neat,
sort of
yeah.
festival, a 3-day party situation. So on the 3rd day, I think it was the 3rd day or the final day of, they would have fireworks then. I'm not
Yeah,
sure it
highly anticipated.
yeah.
Yeah.
They had the tiny town parade, and then but, most of the time we didn't bother going anymore because, like, in 15 minutes, that was the parade. So
Oh,
that's how tiny the
oh,
town was.
talk ab okay, I too have been in a tiny town for the 4th of July. And it was how tiny was it? It was so tiny that the parade had to go by twice. It was Chowchilla, California. The parade ha in the '60s, the parade had to go by twice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that's tiny. Yeah, okay, over in the chat, Jonacide said, "Good morning" at 11:34. I said, "Morning, John" at 11:35, and at 12 noon, Jonacide says, "It's noon, Robin." Everybody's favorite little brother being a snotty pants
Mm,
already.
mm.
Welcome, sweetheart. And then Jonacide queries, "How was the first Fourth, Robin? I mean, you were there." It was kinda lame. It was kinda lame, it was before, sparklers and
Mhm.
skyrockets, bottle rockets, it was kinda lame, we did have some good corn on the cob and chicken and, roasted Native Americans. It was great, it was great, but the times are better. Well, now it's evolved into ho hum, big yawn,
And,
John said.
it's become, like, it's become so commercial.
As has everything. If somebody can't make a buck off of just every damn thing, boy, there's a whole thing we could do about how the internet has changed. The internet is not a wellspring of information, it is so controlled. Your
Well, even
searches are so filtered. You cannot get hardly jack. Boy, when the internet was brand new, holy crap.
it was awesome, I loved it. It was exciting. When I look
You could
back, it was really exciting. It's like, "Oh, I found a website for recipes. Oh, I found a website for this." And now it's a case of, "Oh my god, is
do
that
you
AI?"
click here, and then click here for another page of choices to click here some more.
It
Oh,
was
it
so
you
innocent
could
and
go
fresh.
direct. It was so you could ask for something and you would get a gazillion places to find just exactly with one click.
Right,
It
and
was
now it's so badly abused, and over the years, oh my god, it is so badly abused.
oh, no kidding, and it all centers around money and power. But,
And
uh,
yeah,
okay, brand new internet, all you had to do was type in a name, and
right.
you would get their obituary,
Mhm,
you would get their family history,
mhm.
and you didn't have to pay for it. Now you look for an obituary, you've gotta pay for it, and you not only pay for it, it's a good oh, your first search is 99 cents. For a
Right,
subscription to the obituary places, you get 10. So, it's like if nothing's free, everything's controlled. You can't find out jack. Go to the library.
right.
Travel.
Mhm,
Travel for God's
mhm,
sake.
mhm.
And learn about shit. You're not gonna get it on the internet. It's all and talk about you brought up AI.
Yeah,
That's the if anything was evil and just niggling and just it insinuates into your consciousness. Yeah, I hate with a hate, white hot hate AI. And now it's so easy to spot and it pisses me off. I have it actually raises my blood pressure because things are too perfect, even down to like eye expressions.
right?
In AI people, they'll give you this sincere, direct, look, more human than we are,
Mhm.
and it is creepy and scary. It makes my skin crawl, and it started out with me with those dog reunions.
Okay.
Haven't seen the service guy, and so he's running through the airport, jumps the dog jumps on the guy, rolls around. Most of those are AI.
Oh, yeah,
All of
yeah.
the reunions, it's bullshit.
Or with even with the kids.
Oh, with the kids, with everything. Oh god, you're not Photoshop, forget that, that's like Stone Age.
Oh, and the other big thing I've noticed too, is, they're reenacting as though it's real.
Oh, yes, and it'll go on and on and on, and yeah, and it'll tell a whole story and get you hooked. It's all about engagement and how long because your attention makes us money,
Mhm,
and, damned if I don't get hooked. Every
mhm.
single day, I'll get hooked on a story because it's alluring, and they know what you're interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big capital T, capital H, yeah, they do know your interests, and they will hook you in. I can
Well,
find stuff that I am totally enthralled with, and here it is right there, and it'll suck up 20 minutes.
what I don't like lately that's been happening on my YouTube channel, sure, you will get ads based
Yeah.
on your location and whatnot, and possibly what you have been watching or what your interest is. I know Big Brother's out there watching us. Fine, I get it. But now I am getting for an ad, um, the best way I can describe it is it's a mini audiobook, a visual audiobook situation. It's the whole thing about a kid wound up being involved in this special camp where there's a piranha tank and only so many people would survive, and something about
Oh,
special eggs. And does he they all are trying to collect eggs, sort of like a gaming thing versus futuristic reality bullshit. And then but this will go
dang.
on and on. And then it'll say, I survived this, and because nobody expected me to, they all laughed at me because I was the weakling, and I survived the piranhas. And then next thing you know, he's going and telling a backstory.
Yeah.
He went off and he went missing for 3 days, and his mother was frantic, and he was found outside of the woods all cut and scraped, and he wouldn't talk about it, and all of a sudden he had special powers, and I'm going, "What the hell is this shit?" And it's some
Boy,
kind
are
of
you
audio book thing,
they had you pegged, didn't they?
and I'm going, "What did I click
You
on?"
yeah, you just told me every detail about it. Holy cut.
Now
I'm
it's gonna show
I'm
up on yours.
I'm sending help. I'm sending help.
But this will go on, and a lot of times I will turn on a pod or a YouTube podcast and go and fall asleep to it. Well, then I woke up about 3 or 4 in the morning going, "What the hell? It's still going." And I realized what had happened was it switched to commercial, probably did, I don't know, an insurance commercial. And then the second, because they're doing more than one commercial now, they're doing three, two to
Mm.
three.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think one of them was the stupid ass audiobook situation
Mm,
or
yeah,
story, or
and
it's
it'll just
visual.
g like, continue on to the next
Yeah.
thing.
So I think after about an hour, when it finally ended, then of course the or that stream came back on to
Hmm.
finish off. So I woke up, I'm going, This stream shouldn't have lasted 3 hours. It's only an hour and a half long." And then I realized, oh, it was because of that. And see, that's something new to watch out for, and I don't know how a person can avoid that.
Yeah, well, if you're not there and conscious to click off ads,
Oh,
skip
I've
ads.
been yeah, and I tried to do that from day one, and but it's like the moment you interact with it, it carries on and it keeps showing up again and again. And I think that's an AI. Well, it's obviously AI.
Well, it's you're being tracked.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
some
Can they
kind of
not see that I did not want this?
yeah,
But,
yeah, they don't care.
oh, and then I think you're supposed to download, the whole purpose is you download this app so that you can continue to get these stupid, silly
Yeah,
stories, and it's like, I don't think so.
I've gotten sucked into stuff in the past.
Um,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
yeah,
AI, I've noticed on Pinterest, there's a lot of AI. They're forced now to put a little tag, disclaimer saying that this was AI generated
uh, I'm not
on
on
their photos.
Pinterest. Yeah.
And some of them do, or majority do. Some of them I've caught don't. But for instance, a nice pictorial layout of a recipe, and I'll click on it, the picture, and I'll be reading through it, and all of a sudden I'm going, this was AI. Because all of a sudden the words are all jumbled up and they're not even words
Oh,
anymore,
yeah, yeah,
or they've
yeah.
repeated the ingredients. in 2 columns.
Yeah.
Column A is the ingredients, column B is how to put it together. Well, column B, all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's the same bloody ingredients. And you're going, "Well, okay, you know what?" And then there's no cooking time. So I'm like, "Okay, you know what? You're just getting lazy now. You're
Mhm.
getting lazy, you're generating this, you're posting it for clicks."
Yeah, been there. Yeah,
Oh,
the internet is just so and it's making us stupid, or it's trying to make us stupid.
right, and yet
It's working in a lot of different ways too.
well, and then again, there's and also stupid as in, selling you stuff that you think you need that you really don't need, or buying into things that you should pursue, such as, click here and answer a few questions, and we'll show you a picture of your true soulmate, just like a certain person did.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, the monster. So I'm surprised that he hasn't gone back looking for his Vietnamese wife.
Well, funny you should mention that because we're going to be covering something like that with the monster, and it's very current, and I think we should get started.
Mhm.
Um, okay, so a shade of the gods. Okay, so here's Vonster out with Sharpie, and I couldn't find it. I don't know if it's this reel that we're gonna look at or another one. But, Vaughn is, begging, always begging, begging, begging for money, need money for food and water and, "Oh, remember Sharpie, blah, 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 living in my car, my air conditioner conked out." He opened his back door of his car.
Uh-oh.
Lo and behold, there were 3 cases that I could see of soft drinks.
What?
His Mountain Dew, those flavors, 3 cases. I don't know if they were suitcases, but they were at least 12 packs
Wow.
stacked in his back seat, along with the other junk piled up back there. But yeah, 3 cases. And so he realized what he did because a lot of people were talking about it. So he made a big falderall, big deal about thanking his benefactors. Instead of e-begging, he was suddenly thanking people for donating because busted. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna share the screen, present. Okay. We're gonna see Vonster out taking Sharpie for a little walk in the shade because, he has no air conditioning. And okay, let's see. Freedom, religion, merch, shade of the gods. Here we go. Thank you to Fat Photog once again. Jacked it right off of that channel. Thank you, my dear, for letting us share and not busting us. Okay, here we go. Here's the Von and Sharpie. That little dog is so cute.
He is.
Jet black with a blaze on his chest, and I think he has some white toes.
Mm,
But cute little dog. Yeah, and he's shiny. He does look healthy.
yes, he
You know,
does.
damn you, Von. Yeah, he's okay. So here he is.
Sharpie Dog is doing something. What are you doing, Sharpie Dog? Hmm? What are you doing, Sharpie Dog? What are you doing? Anyway, before Sharpie rudely interrupted my video, I've got my car in the shade. I asked the gods and goddesses to put my car in the shade. That's got sun. And everything else has sun. Mine is the only car in the shade.
See how powerful freedom religion is?
Oh, yes.
They put Vaughn in the only shady spot at this park.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
the gods are good, y'all. To continue.
I wanted to document that because I get kind of tired of it. Your gods don't exist. Your gods don't do anything. Your gods this. Your gods that. Well, apparently they did because when I asked them to put my car in the shade, they did.
But you didn't ask them to sustain your air conditioner in 110-degree weather.
Well,
Boy,
you
they're very selective, eh?
yes. Well, that's his fault too. He didn't ask.
Yeah, you have to ask. Yep. Yeah, the art of asking. Amanda Palmer. Yeah, The Art of Asking. Here we go. To continue.
Every other parking spot, as you can see, is in the sun, but mine is in the shade. So now, bite me, you non-believers. That should tell you something right then and there, right? Absolutely. Okay, now, Sharpie, where are you going? We're going to get some water. Hold on, we're going to get some water. We got to get some water for this doggy.
Here we
Gonna get some
go.
ice water
This is
for him.
it.
Oh,
And
Look at
got the tray.
oh my God.
those are
Let me get the
suitcases.
water.
Mm.
3
Please,
suitcases,
water.
12 cans each.
Okay, well, that's the only one I put in
Mountain
there.
Dew.
Apparently, I could have sworn I put a whole bunch of water in there. I
You,
guess not.
you,
Well, shit.
fibber.
Okay. I only put one water in there then, I guess.
Ooh, so there. Oh, well, that was lovely, right? What a punctuation, just like Victor Borga.
Right?
God, how how perfect. Okay, so here is the next one. This is his damage control. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, this is his damage control, you guys, because he knows what everybody saw. Okay, so share screen. Okay, it's donators. Here we go, you guys.
This is going to make my haters cry, but they can cry right on. But I've got donators now, people that are donating. And thank you to the people who have donated. You couldn't have come at a better time, trust me. Trust me, you couldn't have come at a better time because I really needed it. I was kind of wondering what I was going to do there for a minute, but y'all come through in a pinch. So hats off to all my donators. You know who you are, and boy, I really appreciate it because it was getting kind of touch and go there for a minute.
Okay, so this video is 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
In 37 seconds, he's already repeated himself 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of this time is him repeating that again and again. And haters are okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, he seems like he's got a something's bothering his subconscious there being caught.
yeah, that, and then he's in the dementia loop
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
where he repeats over and over and over. There's a comfort to that,
Mm-hmm.
the rhythmic, the repeating of the repeating and the repeating, and just he gets hung up in that. But I want to point out, I wish I knew how to zoom in on this, but I don't. Okay, the neckline. See that neck?
Yes.
That's a red shirt,
Mm-hmm. And
and
that's
he
that's
huh?
black.
That neckline, that neckband is black and grimy because Lord knows how many months he's worn that. That is a black shirt. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a minute. Let's.
It really was. So thank you to the donators that donated. I really, really appreciate you. And boy, it helps, I tell you. Try my best to make a go of it, and it ain't easy. It's rough. So I really appreciate my donators. So, folks, and by the way, folks, that tells you, yeah, my PayPal does work, my Cash App does work. There is no reason for anybody not to donate to help me along, and hopefully get me out of this car and into an apartment. That would be nice. But we're working on that too. Actually, in fact, I've got a meeting I have to go to Monday to see about that very thing, and see about getting some help. So we're gonna get everything going. I tell you, but it was a little touchy there for a minute. So I appreciate the few donors that did donate. You know who you are, and I'm not going to say your name.
Okay, so he's repeated himself what 5, 6 times?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So he has a meeting tomorrow. He says
Mm-hmm.
he's going to set something up I'm wondering if the meeting is a face to face with an old friend of ours.
Yeah, because he's got to be near.
He's gotta be near.
Yeah,
Traveling east and then northeast.
yeah. That sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do now, boys and girls, ladies and gents, who says that? Vaughn. Uh, okay, here's this latest clip where and here's where our secondary hero comes into the drama.
Mm,
He is being reintroduced into the grand Vaughn scheme of things. So we're gonna do okay, no, that's not it. We're gonna do um extra camera share screen. Viet Vaughn. Okay. Vaughn wants a lady to take care of him.
mm-hmm,
He's offering him he for months and months now, he's been offering himself, up to a lady who lives by herself, owns her own place, has her own money, who would, welcome him, a man to hug her and love her and be supportive, and, of course, he doesn't have any money, so it'd all have to be her money. So he's
mm-hmm,
been, putting it out there for a long time, no takers. I understand there was a fake taker, and that fake taker says it was her, and she offered to come on with us, and she disappeared. So,
mm-hmm. Well,
faker's gonna
hopefully she'll
fake.
return and
Maybe she'll
hopefully come back and she can come on and talk.
yeah, maybe, if
Mhm,
you're real. Okay, so we're gonna do this is called thank you again, Fat Photog. This is called Viet Von, okay?
mhm.
Share. You ready?
Ready.
Note the new clothes.
Mhm.
That is a fresh shirt, and look what it says, New Jersey,
No, no, that's New Brunswick or East
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 Brunswick,
Brunswick.
New Jersey.
Well, that's true. And that
Yeah,
is exactly where his pal is.
the party of the second part.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, so let's hear what Vaughn has to say in his new duds, you sartorial hunka burnin' Vaughn.
There's the East Brunswick shirt that John was speaking of. I
There's that name.
Mhm.
We were waiting for him to utter that name. Once again, folks, thereby opening the new arc, the new
It
era.
it's been a while since he mentioned John.
The Vaughn and John
Mhm.
glory days are scheduled to return. Here it comes. Stand by, folks. Here we go.
It was in a baggie and nice and folded, and I took it out of the baggie, I unfolded it, and I'm wearing it, and it's clean. Sorry, trolls, it's clean. Anyways, so yeah, but that's
Okay, question.
Yeah,
It was in a baggie, folded nice and clean. The man's been living in his car for a year,
yeah.
or what I mean, alone in his car for a year. So this is the first time he's taken said shirt out of a baggie. I think he left out the part how he acquired the baggie with the shirt in it. I'm just
Well,
saying.
I had pictured that outside of a gas station, sometimes they'll have those cardboard boxes on tables and they'll have like shirts with the
Hmm.
gas station brand, the city brand on it. And $5 you can get yourself a shirt. And they come in those cellophane packages. I'll bet John picked that up at a gas station for Vaughn.
And I think or it was in a baggie all nicely folded and clean because that's how John gave it to him recently. Because we don't know how he acquired this shirt.
Okay, that's what you were getting at
Yeah, because think about it.
recently.
He lived in his car on his own for a year, and this is the first time he's pulled out this shirt.
Okay, that makes sense.
Considering that red shirt.
Mm.
Um,
Have they hooked up face to face and didn't tell us?
is he one of the donators?
Oh, of course.
And
Oh,
my other question is, the donators, are they different than the people that are supposed to give them money online? Are are they
hmm.
coming through with real items?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, I honestly think it's probably just money. Yeah, they're donating online.
Yeah, PayPal and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And notice here. Okay, this is where Vaughn's merch comes in. See his little pentagram,
Mhm.
45 RPM record adapter. You can get an assortment.
Oh yeah.
You can get a set. You can get every single one
Mhm.
in a magnificent presentation case. Check it out. Uh, we'll have a table in the lobby.
Mhm.
You too can have a special Von Helton Freedom Religion piece of history with your own merch. Ball chain is separate. You have to purchase that separately.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's listen to the latest pitch, shall we?
It's not necessarily what I'm talking about. John in his live show the other night said that he would be willing to help me get to Vietnam. And it's like, well, in order to get to Vietnam, I'm going to have a Vietnam girlfriend. I'm going to have a Vietnam girlfriend. So if you are a real live Vietnamese girl and you are on TikTok and you want an American husband that will bring honor to your family and his little yapping dog back there, here I am. Here I am. Leave me a message in this video and see if we can't get it going. John says
I want a bullet point list
Mhm.
of how he would bring honor to a Vietnamese family.
I was just going to say something about that. What kind of honor?
Yeah, it's not about a pocket full of little red envelopes, Monster. How would you bring honor to a Vietnamese girl's
He has
family?
nothing to offer.
No, but he sure has the capacity for taking. But John said he'd help him get there. Now, talk about John using a hook with Vaughn, getting Vaughn there. Okay, come and pal around with me, Vaughn, and we'll work on getting you to Vietnam. All you need is a woman to land on. So, pretty good, John. Getting your
Mhm.
buddy back. God, he missed him so much.
Mhm.
And now they're reunited and it feels so good. Yeah, it's gonna be a sweet thing to witness, you guys. The reunion of Stinky and J Dubs. Okay, let's continue.
Mhm.
he's willing to help me get to Vietnam. Now I'll have to get a passport. That'll take about a month. And but as soon as I get the passport, and I should be.
Newsflash, you
Mhm.
can't get a passport without a mailing address.
Right?
Proof of mailing address, proof of birth, citizenship, name. Oh, Vaughn, ain't no fucking way.
So,
No, but John's gonna help him. Yeah, yeah, get him hooked in.
okay, so the man, let's say, has the papers. There's more
Mhm.
paperwork to fill out for your passport than just that.
Mhm. Mhm. I couldn't get mine renewed because I was missing one document. I tried because I wanted to go to Mexico to get my dentures. You know,
Mhm.
put you up at a five-star hotel meal every for not even half what it would cost you. I couldn't get my passport because I was missing a document when my name changed during my divorce, and I lost the one piece of paper. But
Oh,
anyway,
gee.
Vaughn, and I'm an upstanding tax-paying citizen of Vaughn. Come, oh, what a joke! What a
Mhm.
pipe dream, what a fantasy, what a unicorn fart. Oh, no, 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 but he will be there with John.
It will take him longer than a month to get his passport.
If at all.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
because he has to put in the actual work, take the actual steps. Legal, legal, legal. There is no getting around it. You can't cut corners.
Mhm,
No, no, Vaughn. No, you're dead in the water. But go. Go be with John so he can spray you with Glade.
mhm.
Yeah.
I should be good to go and everything will be rocking. But if you are a Vietnamese girl, say 20s, 30s, I don't know, 40s would be pushing it for children, wouldn't you think? That'd be a little high for children. But if you're in your 20s,
Yeah, children are important because those are some money makers, y'all.
Oh, exactly.
He's gotta have those kids. You gotta squeeze out them puppies
Mhm.
because that is his bank until he dies. He's got it all
Well,
planned.
he's wanting a Vietnamese woman so that she can reproduce more children for him. But here's the thing. In North America, yeah, he can go on welfare and get and the children, you know, get assistance
Yeah,
or assistance because you have children.
but
How does
not
that work
living
in
there. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how it works there.
Well, he's so
And
stupid, he doesn't
what woman is going to be that desperate to get somebody like him
know.
from North America to go there,
Yeah,
you know?
he will never, ever, ever find another Andrea. She was 1
No.
in a trillion.
Yeah.
That was bum luck, Vaughn.
And basically he wants to be the wife in the relationship
Yeah,
and be looked after. Like,
yeah, he
old school husband, wife,
or
husband
the
works.
little boy, yeah, the little
Yeah.
adolescent boy with his
And,
mom's brain.
but so she would be working and supporting them, and he's just there because he's the Vaughn.
Yeah, bringing honor to the family.
Oh,
Uh,
that true. Yeah. Well, there's that too. Yeah.
minute by minute. Okay, he's gonna continue.
and 30s and you want children and you want a husband that will love you and care for you. Now I'm poor as dirt. I ain't got no money, but I mean, I'll try and get to Vietnam and see if I can get my retirement and all that good stuff over there.
See
But
how
hey,
he just
if that's
avoided
what you're looking
the fact of working,
Yeah, yeah, and I guess $300 a month would go pretty far.
but he totally skipped over, you know, somebody that will love you and this and that, and totally skipped over the fact that saying and provide
Oh,
for
yeah. Oh,
you.
yeah, that's primary right there. That yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, ain't gonna be him.
for, I'm the guy you're looking for. So leave me a message.
I want me an old man that smells like swamp ass, who has no money, who repeats himself constantly. Said no woman.
And refuses to get off his ass and do something at all um in the
e-
relationship,
Except stink
including mowing the yard or whatever else there is
or
to do.
washing the hubcaps
Right?
of a car. Okay,
Mhm.
he's still singing his own praises here.
Because, obviously I need a girlfriend in Vietnam that can pick me up at the airport and, already has her own apartment or house and is already financially independent. Financially independent. In other words, you don't
He doesn't have to be financially independent, however.
Right. She has to
He
be.
has to be, him? What are you, crazy?
That's
He's not.
why that's why I pointed out he had skipped over all that other
Mm-mm.
um part about selling himself, about, to provide for her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he will bring honor. But yeah, it's all on you, Mama.
don't need my money. Not that I have any, but you don't need my money. You're already set. All you need is a husband or a boyfriend, fiance, whatever. That's me. I'm your man. So leave me a message below, and we'll see if we can't get me to Vietnam to be with you. All right. Thanks. Bye.
And J Dubs is gonna help him. Oh boy, Vaughn, you fell for that hook, line, and sinker.
That's going to be interesting when they reunite.
Uh, I can hardly wait. I'm gonna be watching that. I'm gonna be watching. Oh, I gotta share something. Okay, now that we have dispensed with John and Vaughn and
Hmm.
his journeys, and I expect them to show up together this coming week.
Yeah.
I'll bet you. I'll bet you. He's got Vaughn has to do something because he's still trying to distract from those 3 cases of soda.
And the fact that he's wearing an East Brunswick shirt yeah.
Come on, come
'Cause-
on. And pretty soon they're gonna go live together.
Oh, yeah. He picked that up at the local gas station in Jersey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They've probably broken bread together
Oh, yeah.
on the sly, behind the
Hmm.
scenes, backstage. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I gotta share with you something that I just realized, Prairie Queen. This is totally off subject.
Hmm.
Changing gears. Okay, you and I both are big prep cookers.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, it's all about making our favorite stuff, making enough for the freezer, so and boy, you can get really, really good at it. I'll tell you, this is the day before payday, shopping day. Well,
Hmm.
no, food stamp day when my food stamps kick in. Okay, I have just I had one last frozen bean soup in
Hmm.
the freezer, and I had one last freezer burrito,
Ooh.
and it okay, so my prep cooking for the month lasted me this whole plus I have a half a loaf of bread in the freezer.
Wow.
I am so freaking proud of myself, and I didn't have to do any additional shopping. None of the neighbors had to say, "Hey, what need anything?" And I'll say, "You got an onion?" None of that happened.
Wow.
I didn't think I could do it because it was, because when, you're forced into retirement, it was like everything everywhere all at once for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was panic daily. Uh, and what do I do? What do I do? These bills, blah, 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 borrow from my daughter. Oh, my daughter so much. Oh, hundreds. Anyway, what I realized this week because, I'm gonna order my groceries after midnight, got my Amazon shopping cart, I keep filling it, refilling it, taking out this, adding that, changing my mind about the menus, blah, blah, and I'm looking outside and, oh, there are squirrels out in the trees, and I have faithfully, for years, fed the squirrels peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the shell, unsalted roast beef. Faithfully, they look for me, they let me know they're there, they'll come to my window in the tree and jabber, "We're here." So I take a handful of feed the squirrels. Okay, that bag of peanuts that I was faithfully buying the squirrels
Mm-hmm.
probably buy me 4 pounds of chicken.
Oh,
You
dilemma.
know, the family packs,
Yeah.
4 pounds of chicken. That 14 to okay, 13 to $14 a bag
Mm-hmm.
for those peanuts. Okay, here's the twist of, some stuff I just didn't think about. The trees that they climb around in and let me know they're there, there are 3 of them in my little tiny backyard alone, giant fig trees.
Oh, nice.
These squirrels feast every single fricking day. My peanuts were not necessary, except I was the star of the show, human with the bag of peanuts. "Gather
Mm-hmm.
round, little squirrels, here's the popular lady." I could buy 4 pounds of chicken. Okay, It stops here.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
stops here. Come on.
Mhm.
That's gonna buy me so many more prep meals. Holy shit.
Well, yeah, and that's how I've been trying to reshift my mind when it comes to buying food now, big time. Yeah, just for the same reason that you are. I was gonna start feeding the hummingbirds, and then
No.
I thought, do you realize that you're probably gonna have to swap out the hummingbird food when it's hot,
Yeah.
almost every day?
Yeah, and watch for ants. It crystallizes, it can sour, yeah,
Yes, and then I'm
endless, yeah.
going, "You went through all that, and basically, that's a lot of sugar."
It's a lot of sugar, and what happens if you've used your last spoonful and the market's closed and there's no neighbor to buy a cup from?
Right, right.
Yeah, so think about that, when times are really skinny, think how important that might have been to you.
And, earlier, you and I were talking before stream, and I was saying about possibly treating myself today, a hamburger and some onion rings.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then after we spoke, I thought, but, for $6 more, okay, let's say I spend 20 bucks, which I won't. I'll be spending 25 for sure.
Yeah.
But with that money, I could buy myself a small pound and a half to 2 pounds of frozen chicken breasts for the same
Ah,
price, and I can make those chicken breasts stretch farther, within food. And
yeah,
then one outing, let's say for $30, one outing
yeah.
of food versus $30 towards groceries. What can you buy?
Yeah, I have been swapping out like that for a while now, and it feels very virtuous and satisfying and empowering. However, there is that time when that dopamine would hit from onion rings
Yeah, and it's a
and
case
a
of like once in a
burger.
blue moon, it's like, damn
Once
it, I don't
in a
care.
once in a blue moon, damn it, that pleasure.
Yeah,
And then you can like float along with the memory,
exactly.
thinking, okay, maybe in a few months I might do that again, but now I'm gonna be smart and I'm gonna make delicious prep food. Yeah.
Exactly. You have to. And then but yeah, as for the prepping, yeah, I made a casserole last week
Yeah.
and I felt very satisfied that I could put it in containers and put it in the freezer for winter. And
Yeah, and it feels so good to just, "Okay, I'm gonna be hungry pretty soon. Oh, look at my" and then shop your freezer. What a pleasure.
exactly. And then what I also do is by shopping my freezer, it's like, I've got this meat and I've got this vegetable and da da da, and what can I
Yeah,
turn it into?
yeah,
Make a
yeah, you
big
can turn it into something else. Absolutely.
and
Oh,
recycle a lot of it back to the freezer.
to yes. Yeah. I'm also getting, what I and you talked about doing this too, getting frozen pizzas and hacking them up and freezing the sections.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. Oh, and this time I'm making green chicken and cheese enchiladas,
Oh, nice.
a casserole dish, and then hunk them up into squares and freeze them. Oh, there's nothing better than reheated chicken enchiladas. Ugh.
What I did one time, was I did the scrambled egg, bacon, and I put some salsa,
Oh, yeah,
wrapped
baby.
for breakfast, burritos,
Mhm, mhm.
and threw a whole bunch in the freezer, and, whoa, that was fun, but then I realized I need to get some Spanish rice and add that to the
I
burrito.
I got myself a bag of rice. I'm gonna make some sopa seca de arroz or Spanish rice, and I'm gonna put that in my burritos instead of meat. I'm gonna do 2 kinds of
Oh.
beans, pinto beans, refried beans, Spanish rice, and of course, like maybe Anaheim chilies, poblano chilies in there too, and lots of cheese. I have found that I don't like breakfast burritos so much anymore because there's something about that slight difference in texture of a frozen scrambled egg
Yeah.
that just sets me the oh, ew. So,
I
no
I
more
don't
breakfast
know.
burritos. It's
Um,
all day burritos.
I'm not sure if it was the egg or the salsa. Maybe I should have drained the salsa more, but it was pretty drippy.
Oh, I love drippy.
I mean, it was just,
It
you're eating it over the sink. It was very
well,
drippy.
and then it makes the tortilla gooey too.
Yeah, there's that. But
Yeah.
also keep in mind,
Excuse me.
you can always cut back. Let's say if your recipe calls for a pound of hamburger in these kind of situations, like doing tortillas and whatnot,
Yeah.
either cut the hamburger in half
Mhm.
or double the recipe, but only use the 1 pound of meat because mentally you're going to see the meat and you're going to be
Yeah,
satisfied.
yeah, you're gonna see it, there's a texture, but I do that anyway, I only do, like, a half a pound of
Okay.
hamburger, and then I fry little tiny potato cubes,
Mm-hmm.
and then I mix that with the meat.
Oh,
So
okay.
the meat portion is, like, double, sometimes triple, but I'm just gonna forget the meat because my refried beans, I get chorizo flavored.
Oh,
It's the n
nice.
I've never heard of it before, it might be new. Newest, latest, greatest, chorizo flavored refried beans, and to season, um, if I'll probably put potatoes in, but I also use instead of like taco seasoning, I use fajita seasoning.
Mm,
There's more, cumin in it,
okay.
and it's more of a Mexican flavor, so, boy, you can,
Mm.
like, tweak stuff, like, so I'm just so excited, but 1 minute after midnight, I'm ordering groceries.
Well, that is good. And it is very satisfying. Like a lot of times people will say to me, like, why am I doing this? You're only one person. And
All
I
the
think
more
to
reason.
myself, why aren't you doing this? You're one person or you're three people. Y'all need to be doing this.
Never cook for 1 meal.
No.
Everybody big if no other rule in life you observe, okay, or this has to be number 1, never just cook 1 meal.
And when you think
That's
about it,
financial suicide.
yeah. And when you think about it too, okay, so maybe you have a partner. So there's been nights that you don't want to cook, you want to reheat something to eat because
Yeah,
it's already in the freezer. Well, you've got a portion for one in the freezer. You can pull out two portions or two packages or whatever.
yeah,
Or let's say you're hankering for your burritos, they're wanting some lasagna.
yeah.
Why not? You're
Why
reheating yours. Let them reheat what they want to eat. It came from the same place,
yeah, I can't think of anything better.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh, okay, you know what? We are still it's really fun. Okay, audience, whoever is listening might be catching on the replay. Uh, Kat and I get talking, and, I just for a few seconds, I forgot we were live,
oh my goodness.
and it was, "Okay, we're just a couple of old boomers dishing." Oh, wait, yeah, we're broadcasting. That.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think we're gonna quit. I'm going to, what am I going to do today? I'm going to go outside and putter. It's a beautiful right now it's 83,
Okay.
and you can see some little wispy clouds up there. It's very pleasant. I'm saying that like a big britches because I haven't been outside. I know once I get out there, I'm gonna go, "Oh shit, it's hot," but right now it's very pleasant in my apartment.
Right.
I'm
And
gonna
then
go
when
out
you
and
come
play.
in,
Yeah.
when you come inside, you'll appreciate your apartment that much more.
Oh, it feels so good. I
Mhm.
know. But
Mhm.
but I have lots of puttery things because, everything around my apartment was painted outside. The buildings are window frames, porch railings are actual porches, the concrete, everything was painted. It's spiffy and beautiful, so now the neighbor and I are working on putting things back on our porch, but we're making things pretty.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then, in fact, my neighbor and I, my favorite neighbor, we had a little tiff because, she's kind of anal compulsive. She's
Okay.
compulsive. She's, just and so she's also impatient, and she also has a hair trigger explosive temper. I don't know if it's like onset dementia, but she's startled me a few times, but I she knocked on my door, and she says, "Oh, I'm bringing stuff back because we had to put everything out in the yard that was on." So she was bringing stuff back. Well, I had this plan, and I'd been telling her I had this plan to separate plants, put them in different pots, blah, blah, blah. I've got this. So she started bringing stuff up on the porch that was dirty and needed to be, like, swept off before it came back on this brand new shiny porch. So she was just piling things up out there. I says, "Oh, wait, 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 no, 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 don't do that. Uh, wait," because I wasn't ready to come out. She knocked on my door out of the anyway, I said, "Wait, wait," and she says, "Well, I'm just gonna get this bag of soil and put it up here too." Well, it's a half a bag of soil, filthy, drippy, spiders in it. She's
Oh.
gonna bring it up on the porch, and I said, "No, no, let me I have a container for it." She says, "I'm just gonna hide it here behind the garden." So I said, "It's not hidden. I can see it." And then she exploded.
Mm.
She says, "Well, fine then, do it yourself." And so she started stomping into her back door, and I says, "Oh, I will, and I'll piss you off even more." And I was joking, and she
Right.
says, "Yeah, you go ahead and piss me off more." Slam.
Oh my goodness.
She's gonna be 80 years old in a week, and she threw a screaming fit, and the neighbors had their windows open, but all because I wanted her to slow down, don't be so frenetic
Mhm.
about and she was trying to be a good girl. She was just gonna bring all this and a lot of
Right.
it's mine.
Right.
My pots, my garden whimsy, and she was just so we haven't spoken since.
Yeah, and she decided she was just gonna do this.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm waiting for her to go to lunch. She goes out almost every day, so I'm waiting for her to she went out was gone all day yesterday, came home, and usually when she comes back from an outing, she'll knock on my back door, tell me what she's been doing, you
Mhm.
know, and we'll greet each other, have a good evening. She God didn't knock on my door when she came back, so
Mm.
it's radio silent. So I'm waiting for her to leave to go to lunch so that I can go outside without encountering her because, I don't know if I should do karate stance when
Mhm.
I see her in person if she's bigger than me.
Mhm.
So and I she's really mean. She's my most delightful neighbor. We go carousing around and she drives us everywhere. We've had a great time. I've never seen this side of her.
Wow.
I know. So anyway, so she's gonna go to lunch and I'm gonna go out and reorganize things a little bit.
Mhm.
Put up some more whimsy, some more decor. I'll take a picture and send it to you,
Okay.
after
Yeah.
I do it. But yeah, I'm avoiding my neighbor. I don't wanna be killed. Y yeah, what a shocker. What a shock.
Yeah. And then in a few days, should you encounter her, just you know what throws
I'm
people
joking.
off?
I'll go into a karate stance. I'll do, "Hi-ya!" Yeah, 'cause I audited my granddaughter's karate class one time, and so
Oh,
I
okay.
I know the "Hoo-ya!" I know the stance. So I think I'll just joke and do a big parody of a karate stance when I do see her.
Oh, okay.
'Cause if
Well,
you can get somebody to laugh, there's half the way to not get beaten up.
right. She probably too has realized what she did. Or
I
like, or
okay,
that is, oh, no, is this the Bush lady?
yeah.
Okay, she probably won't then.
Yeah, when she was out there screaming at a bush, thinking it was
Yeah.
a lady in a bush costume at, 11 p.m. after waking me up. Yeah, there is no reflecting. She
There
will
wouldn't be
not
no.
reflect on her
Yeah.
behavior and how it was, uh, perceived. She doesn't have that anymore. So I'm just gonna I'm not gonna make any
Well,
waves.
hopefully the karate stance works.
Yeah, 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 because she does have a sense of humor. I make her laugh all the time.
Oh, okay.
She's an easy laugh. She's really so that's the best kind of friend to have.
Oh, good.
People who
Yes.
laugh at
Yeah.
you. So anyway, excuse me. Um, y- yeah. So anyway, you guys, we're gonna go. Excuse me for coughing. Don't think I excuse myself. I'm going to go scout out, the terrain out there and
And,
see what my chances for survival might be and
uh,
calculate that risk.
be a ninja.
Do an assessment. I'll be a ninja. I'll
Yeah,
be a sensei. I'll be a sensei.
you might have to zip in and out of the house quite a bit, you know.
Yeah, like a flash
Yeah,
of
do
of
something.
light.
2
Y-
minutes later, turn around and zip back in, back,
Yeah. My mother wants me. Yeah.
there you
Yeah.
go.
My mom just called me. Yeah. Okay, Prairie Queen.
Yes.
Thank you, my dear, once again.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure and I enjoy it. So, and I hope
Well,
the replay crew does too.
I hope so too. Come get your socks bored off. That's the only guarantee you get here on the Robin and Cat stream. Okay, so
Mm.
next week is the 12th of July. It has no significance at all in my life. Perhaps something will happen this week
Perhaps.
to pique our interest. Maybe there's another new short shirt. Maybe we'll see the Vaughn and John reunion.
Oh, that would be fun.
We'll
Hopefully
write a
so.
song. We'll write a song about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's that to look forward to. Otherwise, you guys take care of each other. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Um, be aware of your surroundings. Call your favorite old person, see if they're okay. Check on
Hmm.
people. And John aside, little brother, thank you, sweetheart, for showing up. Oh, I got to say one more thing really quick. Remember me mentioning Sarah Sophia Granborg
Yes.
in Denmark? Okay. We talked about her. Okay. We had been in email contact after years. I told her, okay, I have a YouTube channel. That was probably a big mistake
Uh-oh.
because, I'm number one, I mentioned her. And I don't know how private she is these days. So I don't know if maybe that might have freaked her out. But anyway, I have not heard from her since.
Oh, what?
And because I said, "Oh, boy, so I have this channel, I would love to maybe interview you." And it was just kind of in passing,
Mm-hmm.
but boy, it was like I felt like I lowered the boom. I have not heard a peep from Sarah Sophia Granborg, my old friend.
How long has it been since you emailed her?
2 weeks?
Hmm. Plenty of
Yeah.
time for her to mull it over.
Yeah, and decide to cut me out. I don't know, but anyway, maybe she's busy. But I was gonna
Okay.
send her a picture if she had responded because I took a picture of my wall. She did art and she sent because she uses my food pictures in her books.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me a couple of in fact, she sent 2 to me and 2 to my boss because my boss did a book review for her. But anyway, I inherited my boss's 2 paintings. I have 4 Denmarkian paintings
Wow.
by Sarah Sophia, and I'll send that to you too, you can see them. But I was gonna send them to her and say, "Look what I still have," and I haven't heard from her.
I would reach out to her again with that in
With
mind.
that, say, "Hey,"
Mhm.
and would even do a disclaimer, "Hope I didn't freak you out. Never mind, I don't if you don't wanna
And
be
no,
interviewed, never mind, but let's just renew our friendship."
right, and it's like no pressure on the YouTube thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, or just disregard it, forget I said it, but yeah, I might do that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, there you have it, there's my news, you're all up to date with every single thing in my whole life
Mm,
except my
very good.
laundry. Okay, my dear cat, have a good rest of your day.
I certainly will. You too.
I shall. Thank you guys again for showing up. We'll see you next week. Okay, I gotta find the StreamYard to end the stream. Okay, we are in